Well, now, welcome. I'm going to make sure this is recording and you're going to get this whole little experience right here because I'm going to tell you, yes, as I'm doing this, I literally just sat here for probably the last 10 minutes talking, believing I was recording, and it wasn't. Oh, man. And I know why. Welcome. My name is Rochelle Richard, and I guide you into and through finding your power in every moment here at Empowerment Experiences. All along that which is your self-love empowerment journey, which, dear sweet goddess, fellow twin flame traveler, that's what a twin flame journey is. It is absolutely 1000% a self-love empowerment journey. And wow, what a trip it has been since I myself, already having been a self-love empowerment coach, found herself to be on a twin flame journey as well. And I'm about to be dropping some truth bombs. And let's start by, first of all, clarifying about the why the video wasn't recording. Oh, jeez. I have been a little bit in subconscious self-sabotage, procrastination with recording this video because I'm about to disrupt some shit in the twin flame community. Just because of my own experience in it and understanding what it is to look for and find your power. Remember, those of you who are new to my channel, you may not know that I am a former pimped out drug addicted prostitute. I was told I was a mistake by my mother. I was even told to go ahead and slit my wrists when I was 12 years old by her. Yeah, really, for real. Among many other things, right, of recognizing the toxicity there. But we'll get into that. Like, at this point, I'm just like, oh my goodness, that was a great video too. I digress. So I've really been in this space of, oh my goodness, sabotage. So of course, like I said, of course the video wasn't going to record because that's where, subconsciously, my point of attraction is, don't go rocking the boat, Rochelle. There's going to be some people that are not going to want to hear what you got to say. So, I don't care. This is my experience. This is what I've come to know. And I'm going to tell you right now, sweet sister, only you can know your journey. Yeah. Only you can truly know what is best for you. Now, obviously, sitting there drinking, a gallon of vodka is not going to be, come on now, But in terms of making decisions about what is best for you in regards to your path, your purpose, your mission, whether yes or no he is or is not your twin flame, whether or not you would like to continue to pursue physical union because maybe perhaps, what if it's something that isn't supposed to happen for 30 years? Are you really going to put your entire life on hold? Because this is something that really has become a thing for me in the twin flame realm. Because remember, a self-love empowerment coach did not believe in the twin flame concept before meeting mine. Now, with all these incredible revelations that have come to pass over the last 72 hours, I've had some really mind-blowing revelations, and that is why we're going to talk about the twin flame trap. Because, bet you never thought about that. And it just feels so prevalent in this community because as a self-love empowerment coach, I have been interacting with my own clients, with other twin flame goddesses out there, and it's just so prevalent in this community to see how many of us have gotten and continue to be caught up in this twin flame trap. The twin flame trap being obsessed with physical union with your twin. Just that, period. To such a depth and degree that, you don't allow for any other changes, any other options. And by that I mean when, oh God, that first video was so fucking perfect. What I mean is your twin flame is going to show you all the good stuff in you. But they're going to show you all the ugly shit too. The question is, are you going to let yourself see it? Or are you just going to see theirs and maybe even part of theirs? Or are you just going to sugarcoat theirs because of the label that they bear of twin flame? And that's how, again, another way that I feel we get caught up in this twin flame trap is we allow for detrimental patterns, toxic cycles to perpetuate because he is your twin flame. Especially those of us who have a lifetime of abuse, whether it's verbal, emotional, even obviously physical, right? I again, as I mentioned, I have a highly toxic mother, and I allowed her to stay in my life for many, many years longer than what, I don't want to say than what was necessary, because everything happens as it's supposed to, right? It takes you as long as it needs to become aware of something. Just as right now in this moment for me, 2.5 years ago, I met my twin flame online and flew to India. It was just so mind-boggling. I mean, manifested that trip from concept to completion in less than 90 days. It was insane. But then I got caught up in my loyalty to him and our connection. Yet, without realizing it, I wasn't being loyal to myself. Rather, because of the label he bore of being my twin flame, just as I had with my mother, I allowed for toxic behavior to continue. Because of the lack of respect and lack of love that I was showing myself. Because of, again, this trap of going, he's my twin, I have to, unconditional love, blah, 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 blah. I need to check and make sure this is recording still. Okay. I was like, after what happened. So, the magnets. So I end up in that space of really hesitating, wanting to own this for all of you. Because I definitely, again, I have a history of abuse, toxicity. I mean, my first real abusive long-term relationship was when I was 19. Okay? I have, as an empath, right, been a doormat for so much of my life, letting other people take advantage of me. Now, this is what is such a beautiful gift about the twin flame connection, is they are your mirror, sweetheart. They will show you all of it. But again, I ask, are you letting yourself see it? It's a challenge because I had thought I was recording that video, so now I'm not sure what I've said and what I haven't said. So we're just going to keep going, right? We're going to roll with this. So I have had, as you can probably gather, based on what I've told you so far, about my past, I have developed some pretty unfair shall we say, imbalanced beliefs about men in particular. In spite of having a very small group, but nevertheless, one in particular, my soul brother, soul brother, Jeremy, like really, really the big brother I always wanted, and how families need to be with each other. Like the holding is just, I can't even, but total soul brother. So grateful. So I have that reference point of amazing, phenomenal, awakened men. I do. But because of the trauma that I've experienced and the abuse, there's a bit of healing there. And what greater gift for someone like myself, and I'm sharing this with you, Goddess, so that you can really take a step back and look at yours too. But what a gift for myself to finally be able to look and go, oh, I have been letting him disrespect me. I have been letting him take advantage of me, not physically. I mean, he's on the other side of the world, okay? And not, yeah. But I have allowed for him to literally treat me like shit, while here I am. I flew around the world. I paid for our trip and that was only because, really truly, because $1 American is 70 rupees. It was back then. It was 2 years ago. I think it still is. So I was like a billionaire over there. Okay. So it's context. All right. So I understand that. Like if I were to go to Canada, I wouldn't be able to, yeah, big gap. So I opened bank accounts. I formed businesses. I, was constantly supporting him in entrepreneurial endeavors, and I was in this. I even supported in investing. We originally had invested in some crypto together, but disrespectfully, he sold all of mine too without my permission. And for me, it's really been that space of a part of me. How far are you going to let this go, Rochelle? But then also, how far is he going to take it? Well, they'll take it however far you let them take it. That's what's so amazing about all of this, is when you let yourself see it. But what greater gift is there than for your twin flame to mirror to you how shitty you let people treat you. In fact, even more so, how shitty you treat yourself. Like what kind of food do you put into your body? Do you get sleep like you need to? Do you, what are your thoughts? What do you think about yourself? What do you say about yourself? How do you truly treat yourself? Because and how easy is it for you to begin to sacrifice yourself and compromise your base point to accommodate someone else, to please someone else? Because he's really deep in the people pleasing because of his society and his culture there. That, wow, right there in this moment, people pleasing. So this twin flame trap is you dismissing me, dismissing some of these things because he bore the label of twin flame. Just like my mother bears the label of my mother. So, oh God, I'm supposed to, make justifications and excuse her toxicity towards me. And I have had that mirrored in of course I have. Of course. That's why I say to you, I am more sure now than ever that he is my twin flame. But that's why I'm also very much in the space of, yeah, I free will. I can change, I can choose. I get to choose. Then I'm choosing soulmate. I mean, all the signs have been there. Do you want this or no? And so that's what brings me to this, again, accentuating this twin flame trap and how we continue to perpetuate our own lack. We continue to perpetuate our own suffering. Because here's the thing of it, and I really don't believe I said it in this video. I said it in the mock video that I thought I was recording, is that we are the ones that actually pinch ourselves off from love. That because, there it is. I was like, I got a little sidetrack there. The lack, perpetuating. So this is like I said at the beginning of the video, the twin flame trap of being obsessed, detrimentally obsessed with twin flame union, with physical twin flame union. Which means we're focused on the physical, which means we're coming from the ego space. But if you know that you and your twin are always connected, yada, 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 illusion of separation, da, 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 da. So that means you can choose what is best for you in that time. When I first started learning about twin flames, when I finally opened myself up to going, oh, really? That's what we are. Okay. That explains everything. Sure does. That I would see, again, so much contradictory information out there that you just don't know who to listen to. And these are all the clients that come to me as twin flame goddesses. All of them say the same thing. There's just so much conflicting, contradictory information out there. But that's what's important here is you finding what resonates with you. You take what you need and you leave the rest. However, that means you need to come to know how to do that. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's what it is to find your power, to be trusting your knowing, to be able to discern, yeah, that's for me. No, that's not for me. That's what I do, okay? Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you I am not a twin flame union coach. That is not what I am, okay? I am a self-love empowerment coach, sweetheart. Sweet, dear, loving goddess, I am here to help you find your power so you can rise and thrive on your journey. Whatever that looks like, whatever you choose, whatever your soul is calling you toward. So that was the thing. In the beginning of all this twin flame, like I just immersed myself in it. And all this contradictory information where some says twin flames are only couples. They're only romantic. That is, and every single one of them is going to come into this kind of union together and blah, 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 blah. Basically saying that if it doesn't look exactly like this, then you're wrong. That's not what it is. No. What? Just as every soul is on your own, you're on your own, unique self-love empowerment journey, so is every twin flame journey unique. Okay? So as I remember seeing Aaron Doughty. He did a video and it was a year ago, and I remember, because I was not open to it. My cognitive dissonance was like, nah, if it's not my twin flame, I don't want to be with nobody. I mean, I'm a loyalist. Whew. I have been loyal to a fault. Let's just say that, make it past tense. I used to be, because now it's like, no, I'm being loyal to me and what my inner guidance system is saying, what my inner knowing is saying. But back then, I just didn't even want to hear it. And that's when you know that that's ego, right? When you're just not even open to hear another perspective, to hear someone else's story about something, especially if it goes against what you already are choosing to believe about it. So when I saw this video that he did with his twin flame, they both did this video together talking about how we broke up. We're choosing to not have physical union, to not continue with this. We have other things that are calling us in different directions. But do I doubt that they're twin flames? No, because that's their journey. That's only they can know that for themselves. But I wasn't open to listening. I was like, ugh. I mean, back then I was like, oh, then I don't even know if they're really true twin flames, you know, literally discounting there. So undermining my own knowing of what a self-love empowerment journey is for each and every individual. It's like, oh my God. Okay. I'm not going to deny that that video popped up as a suggestion for the first time in probably all of this time, just literally over the last 72 hours, as all of these revelations are literally these downloads, these revelations, all of them just boom, 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 happening for me. So again, I wish I had that first video, so I'm probably going to keep referencing it. So I want to talk about what it is, again, to be stuck in this twin flame trap, and what damage you're really doing, not just to yourself, but to the connection. Because remember, sweetie, a twin flame journey is a self-love empowerment journey. It is about self-love. Because if your twin is your counterpart, your mirror, two whole souls that make a greater whole soul, right? Then you have that free will. You're still doing the dance. You're still connected. But it's mission first. That is definitely something that I have come to see in the twin flame community, is that seems to be definitely an 80 to 90% consensus, is that the twin flame journey is first and foremost mission based, which means you have to be in your power in order to be in your mission. And I mean anchored in your mission. So that means you have to come back home to you. You've got to be, and to even know what your mission is, you've got to be connecting with you. So again, it all begins and ends with you. Okay? So that means that you've got to reach a point where, like I said, your counterpart is choosing to stay where he is while you're ready to, and you're doing this and you're on it, and it reaches a point where it feels better to go in this direction, because that's where your soul is calling you. It's the path of least resistance, goddess. It may not be the path that feels fucking awesome, but it's the path that feels least resistant. So it is going to be the one that feels the best out of what you're looking at to choose from. And if that means that it's time to take a step back because you and your counterpart are perpetuating toxic cycles, then you better take that step back, sister. Because that's not serving anybody. Not serving anybody. So I'm going to make a confession about how I've shut myself off. Pinched my own self off from an opportunity for the universe to shower me with love and affection from what I really strongly believe to be a soulmate. Because from the moment he appeared, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Who dat? What are you doing? Wait, what? Wait a minute, no. Nuh-uh. And where I was in that victim space, because that is where my counterpart is. He is drowning in his victim, which as a result amplified mine, right? Oh my God, amplified mine. I just need to check and make sure the video is recording. Now that after what happened, okay, good. But amplified mine. And I have been for months trapped. This is what I'm telling you, the twin flame trap. For months, trapped in my own victim because of holding on to him, wanting to save him, wanting to, we gotta do this together. Because most of the time, our lines of communication have been open. There's only been a couple months at a time that it's not been. So 6 months ago, now it's April, so a little more than 6 months ago, actually 8 months ago, when this individual just kind of popped out of nowhere. I mean, like, I'm looking at these things going, loves nature. What? Drives a motorcycle. Oh, damn. In gymnastics, I always wanted to be a gymnast. I did. I was told when I was a little girl by my mother that I was too long-limbed, so I could not do gymnastics. And he gives back to the community. He loves animals. I'm just looking at this going, check, 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 check. But here's the thing. There's not the twin flame signs and synchronicities of it. But there's definitely soul synchronicities, and there is a soul connection there. I'm sure of it. Even more so. But I shut him down. And old Rochelle would be like, I wouldn't be smiling right now. Like, the Rochelle you're seeing now, she's smiling, going, yep, I did that. And that's about right. Yep, makes perfect sense. because I'm letting myself see my shit. And what am I gonna do? Get mad? No, because I understand that's how we really, really hurt ourselves, is when we beat ourselves up. We take the information that we have obtained today and we use it to punish our version of self from a week ago, a year ago, 10 years ago, right? That's not fair. That is not self-loving. No. So here I am laughing going, oh, I really did that. And it was just like, ah. So it was recently that he had posted a motorcycle picture, and I just was like, and it took me back to Kansas with my dad's youngest brother, my Uncle TR, and my great grandma's wake. We were Catholic. I was raised Catholic. I am not Catholic. But that's another thing, is being raised in religion and liberating yourself from those constraints. But it was like I said, the wake the night before. I think that's what it's called. Where we all meet the night before, and then the next morning is the ceremony and the burial at the cemetery. And my Uncle TR, there I am in a dress, mind you, a church dress, no less. Because it was a special occasion. And my Uncle TR looks at me, he's like, because he was the motorcycle guy, right, in the family. And he's like, and I bet you're riding with me, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah, like dress and all. And in India, like, it's the thing where women, side, nah, I'm a country girl. I'm a warrior woman, and I'm gonna straddle that bitch. Okay, giddy up, let's go. Yeehaw! I am that person. But yeah, so I'm looking at that going, and I have been resisting. It's just really, it comes down to the whole resisting, the not letting myself receive. And just as my counterpart had been showing me that all this time, because he has not let himself receive my love and my support for him. Constantly, sabotaging me. He'd let me in, and then all of a sudden, door slam, sabotage. It's like, oh, and it's just been this perpetuating cycle that's not serving either one of us. So, well, it was just last week, not even a week ago now, where I went, and those who, if you follow me on my Instagram and stuff, go check that out. God, that was, I referenced that in my first, I wish I had that video. I digress. So my favorite coffee shop is a mile up the street. They have this perfect outside patio. You hardly even know you're in a suburb. I like to say it that way, a suburb. And I have sat in the same spot for 2.5, almost 3 years, most of the time, except for when it was super hot and we moved indoors for like 2 or 3 months. Well, this time I go to sit down. Now it's outdoors where there's, they have patio furniture two benches, two cushion benches, and then they had a square concrete table that was made, and you can actually move it. It's like a coffee table. And that's in between these two, like I said, lawn furniture. I don't even remember what I said. The sofas, right? Patio furniture, that's the word. And I just happened to glance down, and now I have not had something like this appear in my experience for a moment. Just a momentito, nah. I mean, the last time I remember having anything to do with this sort of thing that I'm about to show you, I don't remember when, other than when I had one or two of them in my craft stuff that I had, a couple years ago. I look down and there it is, plain as day. This orange marble. And I thought, oh. Now, I didn't know what the meaning was or the message was in that time, but I knew it was important. So I picked that bad boy up, put it in my purse, because I knew I needed to have it. 4 days later, I opened my Instagram, and the very first image on my feed is a handful of marbles. And I was like, what? And I looked, who posted that? And he'd never posted anything about marbles before. I've been watching. While not letting myself participate because of my own limiting beliefs. And it was this gentleman. It was this gentleman who had been sent to open me up to something better than what I was allowing for myself by keeping myself in toxic cycles with my twin flame. And, I'm not sure if it was this video or the last one, so I'm going to mention it. What keeps popping up is the Barbie meme, which you can go to my Instagram at Healing Twin Flames and you can find this. This is on the feed probably multiple times. And it's the Barbie meme where on one, it's me not knowing anything about the twin flame journey and what it was, and she's perfectly fine. But the other side of it is she's all, messed up hair, makeup, and she went through the ringer. And it's me on the twin flame journey, right? That's how it feels, isn't it, sister? Right? But see, that's again, as I've said, the twin flame, the purpose of a twin flame journey is to bring you back home to yourself, is to instigate love so deep inside you for yourself that you literally become a beacon, a transmitter, an amplifier, a lighthouse of love. But that means you've got to love yourself first. Because otherwise the love that you think you have for others isn't so unconditional. It's not so deep. It's not so pure. There's a limit to it. It doesn't flow as deeply or as magnificently or massively as it could. So it is about you learning to love you, and that means to let yourself be loved. So I feel like I need to reiterate if I haven't yet, because like I said, that first video was so spot on. When I first discovered that he was my twin flame, and I reached out to a soul sister of mine. Like I said, I might be repeating on this video. If I am, my sincerest apologies, but I want to make sure it's on this video. Because, yeah. I had told her I was on a twin flame, and she right off the bat was like, oh, nuh-uh, nope, not for me. Nope, not for me. I do not want my twin flame. I do not want a twin flame journey. No, thank you. I would like to have a soulmate relationship. That's what I want. I want something that's easy. I mean, you know, easy by definition compared to a twin flame journey. What? I was like, no, I'm ride or die, bitch. Ride or die. Loyal to a fault. To someone else. This is why, yes, you can be loyal to a fault when your loyalty is to someone else over your loyalty to yourself. So, this twin flame trap, man, it's real. It's fucking real. When you, again, you have traumas inside you, you have wounds inside both of you. And you'll end up throwing away all these beautiful opportunities and blessings that the universe is trying so hard to shower into your life. These experiences that you chose to have, but you are not letting yourself have. Because perhaps, and this is what hits me too, what if, goddess, what if the path to union is that you have to have this relationship with this other person, because there are things that you need to learn and heal in that relationship before union with your twin. I mean, again, it's that's why I say to you, I mean, because all of these possibilities are possible. In the realm of possibility, all things are possible. So this is why, again, it all comes back to you liberating yourself from whatever obligatory bullshit, whatever, yes, no, this is how it is, no, it's not, whatever it is that's out there, period, from twin flames to starseeds to light workers, all of it, to really recognize that your journey is unique. And if you are sure that your twin flame journey looks like you saying, you know what, you're showing me that I need to go heal this, and we are not healing this between us. So, I love you. I love me more. And that is a true self-love empowerment expression to say. Which means it's a true twin flame journey thing to say no, I will not sacrificial love has been so detrimental to the collective. That's why everybody's walking around with empty fucking cups. Because we were all programmed to believe that I need to give everything I've got and leave nothing for myself. And so what we've done is we've created this perpetuation of lack of love, of lack of energy, of lack of abundance, of lack, because ain't none of us filling our own fucking cups. This is why I was led. I got the most beautiful little downloaded visual here of, almost 3 years ago now, way back towards the beginning of Empowerment Experiences and my whole goddess tribe and such. Imagine filling your cup by you taking responsibility for making sure that you have everything you need. Energetically, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you fill that cup so full that it overflows into those around you. Imagine taking full and complete responsibility for filling your cup. So then guess what? Yes, indeed. Those out there, you actually got something to pour into their cup. What a concept. What a concept. I do have a video about healthy versus unhealthy selfish, because there is a difference. Sister, you got to be healthy selfish. Otherwise, it will be imbalanced and it won't work. Which means you got to do you, boo. You got to go. And you got to take that time, that sanctuary time, that that time on your own path and for you to experience what you need to be experiencing. These little freaking fruit flies and gnats from all the, I got new potting soil. I did not know that gnats, and just so you're going to get a little gardening tip here, that when you buy potting soil at gardening centers or whatever, that apparently you're most likely going to end up with, there's little eggs and stuff in there of gnats and fruit flies. They're everywhere. So I'm working on that. So I digress though. Only you can free yourself from the twin flame trap. And I never, again, just as I never saw the twin flame thing coming, I never imagined that I would be sitting here in front of you today making this video and talking about that which I call the twin flame trap. You've got to be coming home to you. And it doesn't mean you're giving up on him. It doesn't mean you're giving up on union. No. It means that you are so committed to this journey that you are willing to walk away from your counterpart in the physical realm, knowing that he's got his work to do and you've got yours. And that if this is this constant, again, cycle of mirroring shit that hasn't been healed between the two of you, this constant perpetuation of imbalance, then you've got to separate. You have to choose that separation so you can become whole in all of your own power. So you can get that cup filled so full that when you meet again, you feel so fucking awesome about your life that you both can meet and walk on. Or if not, that's your choice. And that's, like I said, about this twin flame trap, about every twin flame is couples, every twin flame is this. And like I had mentioned, Aaron Doughty, it makes sense because, again, every journey is unique, period. Self-love empowerment, twin flame. I'm not going to deny. Because otherwise, you'll end up sitting and looking at the life that you missed out on. The love that you deprived yourself because you wanted to hold on to something that wasn't ready. Liberate yourself, goddess. It's time that you find your fucking power so you can rise and thrive on your journey. No matter what the fuck he's doing. Because you have come here to live your life. You have come here to raise the vibration of this planet. And if you are so busy perpetuating your own struggle with your counterpart, your own obsession in your twin flame trap with physical union with your twin, then you're not really uplifting humanity, are you? Because you're not raising your vibration. You can't raise his for him. You can impact it and influence it. But if you're not actually raising yours, then you're not going to be impacting and influencing his. But I still come back into this space of just saying, be open. Don't shut the door just because it doesn't look like what your ego thinks it should look like. Should is shit. Should is the very prison that your ego likes to keep you trapped in. No. So where I stand with my counterpart is I am walking away. And especially now that I see with abs like the greatest clarity I have had in a long time of what my twin flame mission is, what just my soul mission is. I mean, I needed to get into this space because old Rochelle would have said, "Oh my God, I can't even." I mean, it did. I went through it for a minute. I'm feeling like an imposter, a fraud. I'm feeling like I was so wrong, but I put into practice I applied the same principles. And it worked, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, I stopped applying the principles because I got caught up in back there. I got caught up in the past. Because it was amplifying my subconscious patterns from the past. So I was living in my past. Yeah. It's time to liberate yourself, Goddess. And I'm here to support you in that. My calls are way more than reading calls. I will utilize my cards, of course. But I'm a coach. I'm a self-love empowerment coach. And whatever divination tools, whatever tools, resources, techniques, practices that I utilize during our session, they are with the ultimate goal to ensure that when you arrive at your appointment with me on Zoom, feeling discombobulated, disempowered, and just flustered and frustrated and overwhelmed by your journey, that when you're done, which I love every time I get to have this experience, when I say, "So how do you feel now?" at the end of the call, "I'm ready for this. I'm so ready for this. Yes, I feel empowered. I really, truly do feel empowered. Oh my God, I have so much clarity." That's exactly what I'm here for. That's why they're called intuitive clarity coaching sessions. And you can book yours today through the link below or go straight to iamempowered.as.me. Again, that is iamempowered.as.me. Because you are. You are empowered as you. And I got to tell you really quick, I did not know that was how the link was going to come out. I didn't know that it was because I use Acuity scheduling. I had no idea when I customized my link for the I Am Empowered that it would read, "I am empowered as me." It's all divine, Goddess, when you surrender and let the universe love you. Let the universe guide you. Let the universe support you. Even if it means that you need to put some space between your counterpart because you've got life to live. You have your power to step into. You have a mission to fulfill. And he is not your mission. And that's the thing about this twin flame union, this twin flame trap. He is not your mission. But some of us, especially empaths, right? We like to save people. Well, I reiterate, you can only save yourself. But we can certainly show others how to save themselves. And that's exactly as I've said, that's what I do. I'm here to show you how to look for and find your power in every moment, dear Sister Goddess. That said, thank you so much for sticking throughout this entire video, and especially not, with the whole, the mock video that I made before, and not knowing exactly what I've said or what I haven't said in this one. So like I said, I intended for this to really help illuminate the trap that we can create for ourselves in this twin flame realm when we are really relying on everybody else's advice and guidance and not really truly tapping into our own inner knowing, our own power within. That's where I come in. That said, dear Goddess, I will see you in the next video. And who knows what's coming next? Buckle up, Buttercup. I just know things are about to get really great. I'll see you next time. And remember, One thing I know for sure, absolutely, is that the power is in your hands to create anything you desire, because it has always been inside you. Namaste.